Yo, what's good? Just back here with another thought. Um, was thinking, in particular, of course, always coming from a Chicano, indigenous, brown perspective. But I'm sure it applies to a lot of other people as well. But thinking about how sometimes we might not know the exact words or verbiage or labels or concepts to use. I know I do that a lot of times too, where I won't know the exact concept or word, but I'll kind of like describe it. And so, like, sometimes people can say um, things in a few words that'll take me like a whole sentence or two to describe. But point being, how a lot of times we know things and we have experience, but a lot of times, sometimes we're led to believe that we're not knowledgeable. Like, for instance, like, I was thinking about when I was getting ready, just got back from the gym, and I was thinking about how um, the belts that I'm doing, like my Dickie shorts, right? And so I have my belt I get from the swap meet, and it's called a web belt, right? I'm about to be 50 in about 2 3 months, right? And I didn't even know that that was called a web belt until like maybe like a year ago. I saw a young lady make a post on Facebook about just Chicano Steves or whatever. And all these years, like uh I don't think I've ever found myself in the situation where I had to describe what it is or name it, but it's a web belt. I never knew that. But again, like, I have, 50 years of experience using web belts. I can write poetry and, write stories about my experiences with web belts. But I think I didn't even know what a web belt was, right? But that also goes for a lot of indigenous knowledge that we have. We have a lot of experience as Native people and as Chicano people, and again, I'm sure it applies to other people as well. But the main point being um, that we have a lot to offer, but a lot of times, sometimes we're led to think that we don't have a lot to offer because we don't have these academic concepts or these academic formats. While we actually live, realities that they study about sometimes. Outsiders study, or even other Chicanos who might not grow up in, urban cities like LA or what have you. Yeah, so just again too, just I guess ultimately, I guess the bigger point is ultimate point is don't underestimate the knowledge you have, and don't underestimate the knowledge that a lot of your folks and your ancestors have, just because they're not acknowledged, or they're not using certain terminology that makes it give the appearance of knowledge in this you know Western dominated society. Okay, for whatever it's